Hello and welcome to the TechHub.training Alteryx Passion for Payables Challenge solution. Today we'll be going over the tools and the processes that we used to get to the end result. So first thing you'll want to do when you get into Alteryx is you will want to input the Excel file. You can do that by opening the File Explorer, finding the Excel file, and just dragging and dropping that in. Once you have that dragged and dropped in, and you've created an Alteryx workbook, you're going to need to make sure that your Excel file path is correct. That will allow you to be able to read the file and perform the proper functions. So we're going to start and we're going to go across the top here. If you remember, the first goal is to generate a list of executives that need a reminder email. So first we're going to set up a filter tool to filter out null rows for the organization. This will allow us to make sure that we have the proper data left. Next, we're going to join that with our raw data, which is all of our invoice data. And we will join that on the approver number from the email database and the approver from the raw data table. Next, we're going to go ahead and run a count of the number of invoices. So in order to keep the proper data on the output, we're going to group by approver email, and then count the reference number. This next step is just to make things look a little bit nicer. We're going to sort by invoices descending, which will put the highest number of invoices at the top down to the lowest. And then we'll sort by approver ascending. That should give us an output that looks like what you can see down here. And those are all of the executives who need a reminder about their past due invoices. Next, we're going to go ahead and isolate a list of past due invoices and all of the corresponding details. So starting with that raw data, we're going to go ahead and filter out the rows where the document number is blank. That will get rid of any invoices or any documents that don't have the proper information. Again, we can take that same joined data that we used for the first objective, but we can start a different path. We are going to filter for anything that is due before today. Anything that is due after April 14th, 2023 is still considered current and not past due. So anything where the due date is less than today means that it is past due. Then we're going to go ahead and filter down to the columns that we want, and we're going to go through and rename the columns to match our objectives. Next, we are going to calculate the late fee. Now, this comes in to both objectives 2 and 3. But what we can do is we can take the amount column and multiply it by 0.015, or that 1.5% late fee that we think that we can collect from our customers. After that, we're going to go ahead and round it. So outside of the inside function, we're going to put a round function and then round it to 1/10. That will be rounding it to the nearest cent. And again, just for appeal, we can go ahead and sort this by the approver, and that will give us our list of invoices and the corresponding detail about those invoices. As you can see down here, it has the reference number, the company, vendor number, the due date, the invoice number, the amount that's due, which approver needs to collect that, and how much of a late fee we think we can collect. And our third objective is to highlight the executives that are causing the bottlenecks. So highlight which executives are frequently experiencing overdue invoices. Thankfully, we've already got the first half of that process done by filtering out for what's due, selecting our desired columns, and then we can go ahead and we can take a group by of the approver. We can count how many invoices are past due, and we can take a sum of the associated late fee. Next, we'll go ahead and order that again, just to make it more appealing. And that gives us our output, and we can identify which of these approvers is not collecting their money in a timely fashion. Well, thank you for joining us today for this walkthrough. We hope to see your solution posted, and we look forward to seeing you on other challenges.